Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Adnan in the clutch, and now that we talked about the Miami Heat, my favorite team, let's talk about other teams in the NBA during this free agency signing period. And so, first thing I want to talk about is the Golden State Warriors with Draymond Green, who signed a 4-year deal worth $100 million. And I just want to say, this isn't really surprising given the situation when the Warriors traded Jordan Poole to the Wizards for Chris Paul, because especially we all know about the fighting incident between both of them, and we all knew it was going to be one or the other. Either they take Draymond, someone who's been with the Warriors through thick and thin, and has been a key contributor to the Warriors dynasty and all 4 championships, or they go with Jordan Poole, a young guy who is a rising star, someone who is really, really young, like 23 years old, 24 heading into the season, and he's only going to go up from here. The Warriors had to decide between one or the other, and it looked like it was going to be Jordan Poole because Draymond's been talking about how he's going to leave the Warriors and how the Warriors are telling him he's done and this and that. But no, it was like they decided to go with Draymond, and like Jordan Poole, he's gone out of here. So it was a good move, and I do believe that Draymond, he was smart in like leveraging himself, because there were serious threats from particularly the Sacramento Kings, looking to steal him away from the Warriors, and things were, or even possibly if he wanted to go back home to Detroit, to the Pistons, because they have money as well. But the fact that he ultimately stayed with the Warriors shows that he cares about winning championships, and he knows that this team is not done. But and we all know that Draymond Green is the heart and soul of the Warriors. He's a great defensive player. All these years. Former defensive player of the year. So, he does bring a huge presence and a difference in that team. But my main concern now, if I'm the Warriors, is how are they going to handle the situation with Klay Thompson next year? Because now Klay Thompson, he's up for a new contract next year, and I don't know if the Warriors will have enough to pay everybody, unless they're willing to be under the new CBA, the second apron, which most owners, I mean, at the end of the day, the NBA is a business, and they got to make their money too. So I don't know if they can keep all these guys forever. So you know, either Klay Thompson, he might leave next year to a different team, or they might have to trade Draymond Green, in order to stay within the boundaries, because to not be able to sign any mid-level players or not have any draft picks or being forced in the back, you know, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, So like the Warriors, like they got a small victory right now, but like let's see how it works out with Klay Thompson, because he still can give you amazing points. He's still a great shooter. He can give you 20 points any given night, and if I'm the Warriors, I'd rather keep Thompson than Draymond Green, because Draymond, his decline is coming faster than Klay. Even though Klay's been recovering from several injuries, I mean he's still a threat, no matter what, and he can gather a lot of attention on defense, so giving Steph plenty of open shots, while everybody else is focusing on Klay. And Klay, he's also a great defender himself, especially during all the championship years, when he needed to guard guys like Kyrie and other big name players, Russell Westbrook. He would take on the responsibility to take on, you know, the main stars. That's how important Klay Thompson is. So I just I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the Warriors keep doing it. I mean, they've been getting away with this kind of thing for so many years, ever since they won their first championship. They just overpay everybody, and somehow it doesn't really affect them. But like with this new CBA, I don't know if maybe its time is up, or somehow they'll find another loophole, to where it doesn't affect them and end up winning more championships. I don't know. The Warriors, they've like defied any like expectations or any rules, from signing Kevin Durant to getting DeMarcus Cousins on a cheap deal, draft like somehow being the worst team at like the best possible time, like in a throwaway season, during the pandemic, like not saying that it was good at the pandemic, but like, out of all the seasons they could have tanked, I mean, that was probably the smartest choice possible. And getting a Jordan Poole and James Wiseman, even though he didn't work out for them, and ended up winning another championship, it's like I can't imagine. Like I don't know how the Warriors keep doing it. Like they just, my hats off to the front office, for just being just straight up geniuses, and creating some smart moves and even finessing the league, to dominate all these years. I mean, but eventually, like, it's all gonna come to an end. I mean, Steph can't play forever, Clay can't play forever, and same with Draymond. So it's like, I don't know how long they're gonna keep paying these guys, because eventually they gotta start building for the future, like in a full commit. And but anyway, at least for this season, I mean, I think there's a good chance. I mean, Chris Paul can finally have a chance to have a ring. If he's in my one of my earlier videos, I suggested he go to Boston. Take if he's willing to, swallow his pride. Be a mentor, leader in the locker room. Or even like not be a starting player. But turned out that wasn't for Boston. It was for Golden State. So I do believe that Chris Paul has a great chance to win his championship before he retires. If he's willing to set aside differences between him and Steph, this could possibly be like the equivalent of Dennis Rodman going to the Bulls. How between the bad boy Pistons and the Chicago Bulls, how they had so much rivalries between them. Chris Paul always having issues with the Warriors. Especially during his Clipper days and his Houston Rocket days. I mean, like, this could be like we could see another Bulls dynasty, but this time with the Warriors. So it's gonna be fun to watch, So I think the Warriors are gonna they're always a huge threat as long as Steph and Clay are there. And now Chris Paul being a leader and possibly taking a lesser role to go all in on this championship. I would not be surprised if the Warriors actually do come back to the finals next season. Obviously Denver is going to be a tough team to face, and the Lakers are going to be hungry. But I don't know. I just can never count out the Warriors. I just can't do it. So I do believe the Warriors can be a serious threat. So great job, you guys. Congrats on signing Draymond Green, and we'll see how this goes from here. So thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. God bless. Appreciate you all.